Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy day before Thanksgiving. Per usual, I'll do my collective reading for the holiday. I've gotten into the habit of reading for the collective on the holidays, so why stop, right? Doing it today because tomorrow I will be cooking. So I'll get my collective reading out now. This is going to be for all signs. Hello. And take what resonates, leave the rest. A lot of you may find that if it's not making sense now, it will in the future. I predict out. I am not in control with what comes through. So let's tap in and see what we get. All right. Find a place for my payload without burning the car down. That'd be great. All right, give me a second. I'm going to tap in. Okay, I heard steady as she goes. Like the energy is still rolling out. I don't want to say smoothly, but I want to say according to plan. All right. So there might be, I'm hearing a large part of the collective that feels like, well, one, changes are imminent. That's what I heard. Changes are imminent. But there's a large part of the collective that may feel like they don't see these changes, or they may feel like they've waited too long for them, whatever the changes are. So this could be personal to you, or just changes in the world that you're expecting to see. I'm not sure what this is. But expected changes. They're still on track, but I guess the collective's expectation of when these changes were supposed to take place were inaccurate. I guess the expectation is what was inaccurate, like the time frame, not necessarily what, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just hear it and I deliver it. Hold on. Let me see what else I can get from them, because that's not even making sense to me. But like I said, maybe it will later. All right, hang on. I heard them say people need to relax. People need to relax. They said that everybody is so gung-ho about getting up in arms. Do you know what I mean? It's like everybody is so ready to go charge forward, to come up in arms against this person or against that person for whatever reason. But I feel like they're saying it's because of the state of the world right now. Like everybody is being impacted or affected energetically, even if you don't realize that you are. You have to understand that energy bleeds out. So when you have a majority of the planet that's up in arms or in chaos or complaining about this and seeing the negative aspects instead of the positive, I mean, it just bleeds out onto other people. And so other people are absorbing this energy and also adopting a negative mindset. And their surroundings are the proof of that. So your surroundings and what you're experiencing is the proof of your belief system and what you believe is taking place in your life right now or even around you. They're playing that song, Man in the Mirror, from Michael Jackson. And they're saying, if you want that change to take place, why are you pointing to other people to make those changes? Like if you want a positive atmosphere, or if you want a positive environment, then why are you expecting somebody else to make it that way? And if you feel like your atmosphere or your surroundings is so negative that you can't stand it, then why do you remain in it? You have more control than you believe you do. They're showing me like people running around chaotically, like screaming and their hands everywhere, and like they don't have the scene that I'm seeing. It's interesting. It's like everybody's running around and like chaotically, no direction, like people swerve like in and out of each other, like it's just a crowd of chaos. And they're saying that this is how the collective is reacting to the energy instead of centering themselves and taking a breath to really go within and maybe embody the energy around them. Because that chaotic energy that's around you, you could actually use that as a tool if you can learn to ground it and not let anxiety or I'm hearing depression even take over. Some people are even becoming depressed behind the events that are happening around you. Even if they're not impacting you directly, it feels like some of you are becoming depressed unknowingly. Like some of you may not even understand why you're becoming depressed. It's because you're absorbing all of this negative energy in the atmosphere and you're not grounding it. You're actually embodying it as if it's your own. And they're saying that, you know, humans really need to understand that they have more control over their own energetic field, their life, than they even realize. Even the most even a person who feels like they have the most freedom really doesn't, because their mind traps them. See, the uncomfortableness that's going on the planet right now is actually purposely orchestrated from the divine, because they're trying, it's like you're in training right now. It's almost like you're in training. Like they want you to learn how to absorb this energy and use it to your benefit. They want you to learn how to alchemize it, how to ground it and use it to your benefit instead of panicking by it and or instead of panicking from it and feeling like full of anxiety or nothing's working out and you're getting depressed. And so some people are catching on to the concept. The ones that are falling into a depression are the ones that are having a hard time grounding this energy that's coming in. And there is no rush or right way or wrong way to do that. They're just trying to bring it to your awareness. So maybe you could get a different perspective and maybe adjust a few things or tweak a few things that you're doing on a daily basis. And it could be something so simple, like maybe changing your diet or changing your sleeping habits, or even something not as simple as like maybe needing to change the people you interact with. See, they're showing me like this shuffleboard, like everybody's being shuffled around, okay? Everybody's being shuffled around. People are passing away. People are getting married. People are getting divorced. There's a lot of babies coming on the planet. People's friendships are splitting up that they've been friends with for like 30 years, you know, because they just don't resonate on the same frequency anymore. There's a lot of changes happening and people are being shuffled around. And it's only because they need to be in the right position energetically as the planet is making its ascension to higher dimensions. The people who cannot withstand this energy are going to stay stuck in a very low vibration. And it's not a judgment, it's just a call to act. They want you to be aware of that. So if you find yourself feeling more energized, if you find yourself like waking up in an extraordinarily good mood, it means that you're on the right path. So don't question yourself and just keep going with the flow and staying steady with that. If you're finding yourself having crying fits or depressed or feeling uncomfortable or anxiety, you're not looking at things in the right perspective, and it's not too late to do that. There's no time frame. They want you to understand that. There's no time frame to this. It's just the way that the planet is shifting and the energy is shifting on the planet. It's just going to determine where you're placed on the planet. Not that you're doing something wrong. It's just that energetically you won't be a match to, let's say you're vibrating at an incredibly low frequency, and yet you're in you're in an environment where everybody else is vibrating at a super high frequency. If you're not absorbing their energy and using it to your benefit, then you're going to be even more depressed than you were. So it's not a punishment, it's training. They want you to understand where your position is energetically and work on it. You might experience a lot of people around you also that are embodying a jealousy that you may not have ever noticed before in these people, because people's true emotions, people are going to have a really hard time hiding how they truly feel inside. This is the stuff that's being uncovered. Because the vibration of the planet is raising, so is the vibration of everybody on the planet. Even if you're in a low vibration, you still can't help but get a little bit of that energy and, and rise up a little bit. However, the more that this happens, the less people are going to be able to walk around with a mask on. There's going to be more in-tune people popping up on the surface and being able to spot the phonies. You can have somebody in their 70s that's been able to hide who they are their entire life, but now is the time they won't be able to. The masks are coming off of everybody. And again, lower vibrational people may look at this as bad karma or a punishment, and it's not. It's really just the new energy integrating itself on the planet, and you're either going to catch up to this and move according to it and flow with it, or you're going to struggle with it. There's no halfway. There's no middle ground. You're either going to get on board or you're not. And again, I have to keep saying it. There's no judgment in this. You're not being judged. This is just a call for you to take control over your own life, your own energy. See, people have to understand that you are in control of your mind. Your mind is not in control of you. You have your brain, but then, what's connected to your brain is your entire nervous system. So all the nerves that go throughout your body is connected to the brain. So you're either going to allow your body to make all its decisions and be impulsive and spontaneous and, quick without thinking and absorbing negative energy. You can allow all that, or get a grip on your own thoughts. And for some people, it's going to be harder than for others, but it's not impossible. A disciplined mind is a healthy mind. Some people have a really hard time regulating their emotions. This is due to trauma. This is due to being ignored. This is due to not feeling good. This is due to all the negative things that you can attach to it. But you're still capable of changing these things if you put the effort. It has to be a conscious effort. And if you don't, that's okay. You just may not have the same people in your life that were always there at one point. And it's not anything like it's not like these people are looking down on you like you're no good. It's not that. It's just they are ascending. So I feel like you're going to deal with a lot of people that are offended by your growth, and that's okay. Let them be offended. You're growing, and because you're growing, you're not going to take offense to their offense. You know what I mean? Like you're just going to look at it for what it is. It's unfortunate because I feel like for the people that are growing, you have genuine love for the people that you surround yourself with. However, it's not up to you to make sure they grow. That's not the time we're in right now. Where we're at right now, this is a solo journey for everybody. Hopefully you have a support system that helps you through this and you all vibrate and ascend together. And then for a lot of people, it's going to be solo, and it'll be solo for a while until you find people that resonate with you on your same vibration. But what's happening right now is, and it seems to be a slow process, but it's not. When you think about the billions of people on the planet, it's really not a slow process. That people are finding their soul tribe. People who match up energetically are almost magnetically being attracted to each other. And so somebody may have the impulse to move across the country and not even know why, and just do it on a whim. And then when they settle into where they're going, then they realize, oh, okay, now I have more people around me that I resonate with. They actually understand me. They get me. So you may not understand what's happening in the moment, but if you trust the process, you'll be happy and better off for it later on. It can be scary. Just be careful of people trying to pull you back down. Because if you're new to the whole ascension, right? It's sort of like, okay, so think about when you plant a seed, right? And then the seed starts to germinate, and the stem that pops up out of the soil, it's still very weak. It's still very fragile, even though it has a lot of potential. But if somebody comes and plucks you out of the soil, you can just say goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to grow. However, if you protect that plant, if you protect that seedling that's germinating, eventually the stalk on it is going to get thicker and sturdier. So if you're in the beginning stages of your ascension process, it's even more important for you to protect your bubble than it is, say, for somebody that's been on this journey for a very long time. A person who's been on this journey for a long time knows how to ground this energy, and they are aware of what's happening around them. If this is new to you, you have to protect yourself even more, because it would be easy for you to get sucked back into the matrix. And they're calling it the matrix. Yeah. So that's what I'm picking up for you, collective. And I'll pull a couple cards to clarify. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot deck. I haven't used this deck in a while. Oh, dang. I just threw those. Sorry. Let's see what I pick up. And then I gotta get my butt out there and prepare for tomorrow. Cooking tomorrow. I haven't cooked in a couple years, so I'm cooking tomorrow. All right. Page of Swords. Let me get another one. Ace of Cups. The World. Okay, here it is. So this is it. So let's say the Page of Swords, right? This is somebody who's new at something, learning a craft or an idea, or you know, this is like the beginning stages of your ascension. The page is somebody who's at the beginning stages of their ascension, whereas the king of whatever suit that is, right? This is the Page of Swords. So the King of Swords has already grown past this stage, right? So I feel like this is what's being birthed, is this new information that's coming into you. It's being birthed, this new ascension, this new energy. It's going to help change your thought process. The way you look at things is going to be a little bit different than the way the way you have in the past. It may even shock some of you that your ideals and your morals are changing as well. It may shock some of you, especially those of you that are fixed. Usually people that are stubborn and fixed, they don't usually change their viewpoints. It would take something something radical in order for that to happen. So some of you who are like fixed signs may be shocked at your own growth and your own willingness to change and open up to the idea of ascension even. But yeah, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. So this is like a brand new energetic beginning for a lot of people. Some people are fearing it. Look at that. And right at the bottom of the deck, the World, which is... So this came out, which is a brand new cycle. And at the bottom of the deck is the World, an old cycle closing out. This is what's happening. There's an old cycle on the planet that's closing out. There's a lot of people that have been resistant to it, but it's happening anyway. So you can get on board or stay stuck in the matrix. But that was the message. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.